Alright, hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Star Wars Battlefront 2. I am Atyrum, and today's episode we're going to be starting off with the opening of Star Wars Episode 4, Attacking the Tantive 4, which, like I said last episode, I don't think it was blue, I'm pretty sure it was red. But anyways, let's go ahead and get started.
With the information gathered on Polis Massa, Vader concluded that the stolen plans had been given to Princess Leia Organa of Alderaan. We weren't surprised. For all their talk of being a peaceful planet, Alderaan had been thumbing its nose at the Empire for years. After a brief and pointless battle, we boarded the ship the Tantive 4 over Tatooine, began looking for the plans, and waited for Lord Vader's arrival.
Alright, I'm super excited about this mission because we do get to play as Darth Vader for the first time. And here we go, playing the opening of Episode 4, except I don't think there were grenades in Episode 4. But this is actually a pretty bad place to start because it's such a small area. And of course the rebels threw grenades, and there were people in front of me, there were people behind me, and I couldn't quite get out of the way. So I did die pretty early there, and we got a lot of rebels coming in. Let's get our guys up there first. I'll hang back a little bit, let my guys take some fire. Although one thing, I think I've probably mentioned this at some point earlier in the Let's Play, but AI opponents will always target the player first if they can get to them. You'll actually notice sometimes like them shooting somebody else, but they're turning to look at you because they always prioritize the human player, which does get kind of annoying when you're having like a really big battle or something like that. Let's toss a grenade on the ground, jump over it, and I think that knocked out everybody in this room, except for the guys over here. But yeah, AI opponents will almost always target you over other opponents. See how that guy's pointing at me, even though there's enemies that are closer. The second they notice me, they're aiming at me instead. I mean, of course, they kind of need to do that because the player, as I mentioned, I think I mentioned this last episode, how, you know, the player is doing most of the work, while meanwhile the other regular troopers are doing not much of anything. And now we play as Darth Vader finally, which is pretty exciting. Darth Vader moves pretty slow. He has this weird like floating attack, or floating run animation, which is kind of weird. I don't know why I said floating attack. But yeah, he attacks in like kind of like quick like mechanical strikes, you know. Taking out some security mainframes, whatever that means. I don't know why they need so many terminals for security. You'd think there'd be like maybe one security room or something like that, but what do I know? Oh, by the way, that's another reason I have team kill off, is because I would have killed that poor engineer guy. And also the saber throw would not be as effective. Playing online, playing as a hero, you almost always want to be using that saber throw, especially in hallways. You can actually rack up a lot of kills. I spent a whole game one time just hanging out in a hallway on the Jabba's Palace map as one of the heroes, and I racked up a ton of kills. I ended up not dying at all after I got the hero, because you can just sit there and spam the saber throw and just get tons and tons of kills, and the opponent can't hit you like at all. And there's a ton of enemies in here, and I don't want to die as Vader because playing as Vader is fun, but I guess we'll see what happens. Luckily, getting a saber throw off on a bunch of enemies like that does make it a lot easier to get your health back. Okay, so we're going to grab a couple things over here, it looks like. Oh, by the way, in addition to the saber throw, Darth Vader does, of course, have his signature Force Choke, but I don't find it very useful, honestly, because it's a single target attack. And while you're using it, your lightsaber is down and you're basically defenseless. So I don't usually ever use Choke. The only place I usually use it is when fighting against enemy heroes. Okay, so what's in here that we need to get to?
Disable the turbine to clear our way to the terminal.
Ah, gotcha. Okay, so we need to destroy that. Let's get through here. I think there's a lot of snipers in here. It's kind of annoying because if they get a direct hit off, I lose a bit of health. Also, some of these guys, I noticed that sometimes enemies seem to have a specific target in mind, and they'll walk right past you without, like, acknowledging you, which is kind of funny. Like, those rebels just kind of like, Darth Vader? Who? And they just kind of walk by. Here, we'll show off Force Choke real quick. There we go. I feel like I had to do that at some point. Also, we're running out of health, which is not good. Gotta get some more kills real quick. If I throw my saber down this hallway, that should get a couple guys killed. I'm pretty sure. I feel like this is the only mission we actually get to play as Darth Vader, though, which is kind of sad.
Nice work. Now let's clear those rebels out of the escape pod bays and secure the rest of the ship. Princess Leia must be captured before she can...
Okay, and then we have to go capture Princess Leia. Is that our objective right now? Find and capture Princess Leia. Okay, so she should be over by the escape pods where she was in A New Hope. So we'll head over there in a second. I want to get some of my health back by killing some of these rebels first, though. But there aren't any rebels left in this part of the ship, so that's kind of sad. I'm still running out of health faster than I can regenerate it. So, I think killing Princess Leia, well, not killing her, but taking her out is the last objective in this mission. So here we are by the escape pods. Is this not where I need to be? I think those are the escape pods. I think we have to go this way. And I got sniped. Okay, so, who should we play as now? Let's play as the officer, because the mortar launcher is pretty good in indoor situations. Let's launch a couple charged grenades down the hallway. And there's a lot of rebels in here. Where are all my teammates? There's a couple of them down there. But yeah, Leia's going to be in there. I think we have to get in there first, and then she'll spawn. And Princess Leia does have a fairly powerful blaster pistol, so you kind of got to watch out, because she can actually kill you pretty easily. I don't know why I'm bothering with these guys. Let's just get Leia. She's over there. Of course, in Episode 4, you do not see Imperial officers coming in and trying to hit Princess Leia with grenades. I'm running out of reinforcements. I gotta take her out quick. I'm pretty sure she can almost one-shot me. Okay, there we go. Only 3 reinforcements left.
Well done, gentlemen.
And we win! There we go, that was a close one. I didn't even realize how low my reinforcements were getting. If I did, I would have run in there a lot faster.
After Lord Vader took custody of Princess Leia, we all figured it was just a matter of time before she coughed up the plans. Many of us had been unwilling witnesses to Vader's powers of persuasion in the past. The thought of a pampered little princess resisting his terrible will was inconceivable.
Alright, so we now are on the final space mission of the game. And as you'll see in the following cutscene, this actually takes place after the Death Star. There is no space Death Star map. I can't say Death Star. There is no space Death Star map in the base game. There are mods for it, but yeah, so since you can't do the space battle over Yavin, and also there's the fact that that was a defeat for the Empire, so I don't think they wanted to put that in. And also, as was mentioned in the cutscenes for the Death Star mission earlier in the campaign, the 501st was not on the Death Star when it was blown up. So apparently we have to go in and get our revenge on the rebels, and I guess we're going to be going and taking out their base on Yavin. So let's go and get started with this space mission, which I'm sure will go as well as any of the other space missions I've gone.
When the Death Star was destroyed, about half of the 501st Legion was still in the hangar getting into their ships. Of those who made it out, another third were caught in the explosion. I'd fought with some of those men for over 20 years. Afterwards, those of us that survived hooked up with a nearby Imperial fleet making a retaliatory strike on the rebels' base on Yavin 4. It wasn't the best thought-out plan, but we were cut off from our leaders, tired, and operating on instinct. If not for our training, we probably would have never gotten past their orbital defenses.
Alrighty, so here we go. I don't remember this mission at all, so I don't know if I should be a pilot or a marine. Okay, so yeah, I made the right choice. I should be a pilot, so I gotta go take out some transports over there. So let's just boost on over there and use our bombs to take them out. I feel a little bit more confident in my flying right now, but maybe I won't. Okay, now I'm not feeling so confident. I just get thrown off. Like, I don't know why that is, but like, I don't know. Like, I'm flying and I'm thinking, oh yeah, the controls are inverted, and then I get mixed up and I'm like, wait a minute, are they or are they not? Like, oh, that was almost a crash. Okay, so let's yeah, every time I do this, I have to remember which one is the. Okay, so that's the lock-on.
The rebels are attempting to send their forces off to wreak havoc in other parts of our galaxy.
Okay, so there's another one out. Oh, we actually have a time limit on this one, so let's get this done as fast as possible. Also, the transports are actually moving, too. That's interesting. Those were all complete misses. And... I'm not doing any better at this space mission than I have in previous space missions. So there's another one down. This is the most frigates I've ever had to destroy in a space mission, I believe. Usually they just have you like destroy maybe 1 or 2 frigates, but I do believe these have less health than they normally would, and they also don't have auto turrets on them. In regular space missions, I think these rebel transports would have auto turrets on them, so you couldn't destroy them as easily. And I got, oops, that's not what I wanted.
Harassing our fighters.
Oh, and another destroy frigates objective. Okay, so I don't really like this space mission so far, because the objectives are kind of samey. Oh look, it's the Tantive 4. Oh wait, no it's not. Yeah, I think they just got lazy and just reused this texture for the Tantive 4 instead of, you know, actually making a red texture for it. So that's kind of annoying. That's another little thing, like that little object that I mentioned, that central object on Camino, the one that had the bad texture. It's another thing that, you know, if I really felt like it, I felt like making like a little patch for the game. That's a little thing I'd fix. But I don't know if I'd ever do that. There is actually a sort of visual patch called the 1.2 patch, and it was kind of combined with something called the 1.3 patch, which is adds a whole bunch of other features. Like, there's so much, it's kind of hard to go over it all. Okay, so we gotta take out some fighters real quick, so I gotta head back and get something that can actually take out fighters. And fail spectacularly at flying. I think I can get back to the hangar before those missiles hit me. Alright, there we go. Hang on 1 second. Okay. So we gotta jump out of here and get a TIE interceptor, except I stuck my bomber over there right where the interceptor is supposed to spawn. So I guess we're going with the regular TIE fighter. I don't really like the regular TIE fighter as much, but oh well, we'll do what we have to do. And for some reason the TIE fighter has what are these, proton torpedoes or something like that, which seems kind of weird because I don't think TIE fighters normally have those, but you know, they have to make the game balanced and have both sides have the same kind of weapons. So the X-Wing is the equivalent of the TIE fighter on the Rebels side. Dodge, there we go. So yeah, they both have lasers and, oh, first person, not what I meant to do. Let's fly out of here a little bit. You know what I could do? Actually, the only thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get back to my hangar over here. Or not. Okay, so let's respawn. I was thinking about grabbing one of these auto turrets, maybe. And I can maybe be able to take some... No, not with this one. This one won't work. No, not that one either. No. There we go. These ones are the ones you can take out enemy fighters with. Actually, in multiplayer games, what I like to do, since I kind of not that good at flying, if I'm playing on the keyboard, a lot of times what I do is I get one of these turrets and... I can actually hit the dang guy. I just get one of these turrets and I take out people from the ship, and I'm getting hit. That's not good. I might not have the range to... No, I just hit him just a second ago. There we go. Okay. I hope this isn't too boring doing it this way, but normally I can get them a lot quicker than that one guy from before. Like, And you can actually take them out pretty quick with the turrets here. The little machine gun turrets like I have right now. But of course, if your turret blows up, you do actually die in your little seat over there, which seems kind of weird to me because, you know, it's like a... Oh, that's not what I'm going to do. But you can repair it, but it seems kind of weird because you're sitting in this little console, but you do die if you're actually, you know, operating the turret and your turret gets destroyed. Alright, so let's hop back in there. We still got 30 reinforcements, so we're good on that end. Yeah, see how, if they're close, see how quick it takes them out? Like, they don't even have time to react. Like, they're just dead. And that's why I love using the turrets, especially in multiplayer. Further away, I mean, obviously a lot of these shots are probably missing. And that guy sees me, so he's shooting right at me. Come on. Kind of a hard target to hit. I think my lasers are going like right around him. How much health do I have? I'm still good. Oh, get out of there. Alright, let's fix this thing up, maybe. Yep, there we go, we're good. Where'd that guy go? Let's get that guy killed. It's the wrong turret. There we go. Actually, I think the one that I had was completely destroyed. Like, I couldn't get back in it. It didn't seem like it was repairing, so I think I actually got in a different turret. So there's that Y-wing down. There's another one, not too much health there. A-wings don't have much health, so I can take him out, and the TIE bomber needs to get out of my face. Okay, is that all of them? One more. Okay, let's get this X-wing over here. I think it's interesting sometimes seeing the enemy fighters not regenning health, because you know that that's a Marine in there, and you're like, okay, why aren't you a pilot?
We need to clear a path for our frigates to cover you. Use a
And now we need to go back to our TIE bomber, so I'm kind of glad that I didn't, you know, go back and get a regular fighter, because then they just want you to go back to bombing again. So I would have had to fly back here and probably crash and die like I did earlier, because I suck at landing. So yeah, we gotta take out these turrets. This is very similar to a mission that we had in the Clone Wars on Kashyyyk when we had to take out the gun turrets on the CIS ship, I believe. I think that was on Kashyyyk. Yeah, it's been a while since those videos, so I don't quite know for sure, but I think we're gonna have to use the bombs to take them out. Also, we got auto turrets on our tails, on our butts, trying to kill us, so gotta watch out for those things. And apparently these things take more than one volley of bombs, so that's kind of annoying. Let's fly straight up, because I don't think the auto turrets can hit me if I'm all the way up here. I want to see if I take out that X-wing. Can I flip? There we go. I think I was pressing the wrong button there. Okay, let's lock onto that for some reason. I think I just missed completely. Oh, there we go. We're good. I'm dead. I'm dead. There we go. Okay. Somebody is shooting at me. I think there's another fighter over there. Looks like the bridge is being taken out. Are their shields out? I think their shields are gone. Yeah, I'm pretty sure their shields are were taken down at some point. It wasn't me. I didn't do it. Alright, so we'll flip around and come down from the top again. So I feel like that worked out reasonably well if I can control my ship a little bit better. I think we have time for another reload of the bombs, so we can take out this turret. There we go. Just got one left. Come on. Okay. Back up and back down. I feel like these space missions just aren't as interesting. I don't know, because they have been kind of samey. Like, especially the beginning of this mission I didn't much care for, because it just had us doing the same thing a couple times. And another destroy something objective. Yeah, it just gets kind of boring, because you just, you know, you fly over to the objective, you destroy the objective, you fly to the next objective. Every so often you destroy some fighters, you know, it's kind of boring. I think I can kind of understand now maybe why they had the skip space option. Okay, that's a couple of engines out. I'm being shot at. I think that the auto turrets are still shooting me. I should run inside. I don't know, because I feel like if I run inside and try to take those things out, that the door will be locked. I won't be able to do that. Because I feel like they probably thought of that and were like, hey, you can't make the game too easy on you. Oh, that didn't do very much at all. I think I missed. By the way, the Mon Calamari cruiser, the Rebel Alliance cruiser, has a crap ton of engines. Like, seriously, look, there's an engine over here, there's engines over there. It's like, seriously? It makes it such a pain in the butt to take them out. I'd much rather fly inside and take them out that way, but I don't think that's an option. I think they probably, you know, didn't want you to do it that way. For some reason, they want you to do all of it by bombing. I think I would have mixed it up a little bit to land on their ship and actually do it that way, but I don't know. I feel like every mission has, you know, landing on the enemy ship, but we're probably still going to do it at some point. You know, I mean, yeah, the missions are already samey because you're already just running around and bombing stuff, but okay, do a flip and come back this way. So yeah, I'm probably not going to be doing very many space mod maps unless I can get a joystick, not a joystick, a gamepad working, because I can fly a lot better with a gamepad. But the gamepads I used to have are all broken, and if you try and use them, they're stuck so that one of the sticks constantly moves you to the right. I think it's to the right. It moves your line of sight to the right, like constantly. And it does it on every single not joystick. I keep saying joystick. Every single gamepad I have, I've got like 3 of them, and they all do that same thing. So I decided to just throw them out because honestly, you can't play games with them like that, you know. Let's get a little bit closer to this engine. But yeah, if I could get another working gamepad for my PC, I might consider doing space mod maps, but there really aren't that many, so I guess, you know, you won't be missing too much if I don't do them. Oh, come on, that was so close. Interesting enough, hanging out behind the engine over here does not get you killed. Except unless enemy fighters kill you. But, what I mean is it doesn't, like, burn up your ship or something like that. Alright, that's it. Last space mission is done. I'm so glad to be done with the space missions. It's such a pain in the butt. Too much just shooting stuff in space.
And so the battle over Yavin came to an end. I'm told we destroyed hundreds of rebel ships that day. Even if it had been thousands, it wouldn't have made up for the Death Star.
Alright, so that's it for that episode. I think we're almost done with the campaign now, because the next mission is Yavin 4. We're landing on Yavin 4 and attacking the rebel base on Yavin. After that, I think it's the Battle of Hoth, and that's the last mission. Unless I'm mistaken. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the last mission. So we're almost done with the campaign here. So I hope you guys are looking forward to the mod maps that are coming up after this, because those should be really fun to do. Probably going to start with some of my own mod maps that I made, because I think I have the most insightful commentary on those. But yeah, we'll get to that when the time comes. That's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode of Star Wars Battlefront 2.